Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. A couple hours ago, I made this video, and I thought this one would be a real good one to change the colors in real time. So we're going to try this. I've never tried a clone on 6 different items. There are 6 different items. So I'm going to take my nudge factor set on 5 inches, and I'm going to kind of separate these 2 units. And I'm going to grab that one right there, and I'm going to go to edit, and I'm going to clone it. Now I'm going to move that over. This is our clone curve. This is our control curve. I'm going to move it down. I'm going to make a clone of that one, move it over, move this one down, and just looking that it's the clone control curve. One of them is going to be the one that does it. One of them is going to be the one that changes. Now we're going to do these. I'm pretty sure you cannot do this as a group. So we'll have 6 different, I don't think I've ever cloned anything with 6 items. One more time, edit. And this would be a good part to have a hotkey. Okay, so now I'm going to group this together. And it's 5 inches tall. You know what? I wonder if I group this together. Can I make it 5 inches wide? No, it kind of distorted my, you know what? We're just going to deal with this. So we've got this all grouped together, and you can see. So I'm just going to make my nudge factor 4.33. Normally I'd change it to a number that I can think of. And I'm not going to do so many this time. Just show it'll work. Now I'm going to group these together in Control D. So what I'm doing is I'm making a bunch of these. So I Control D, and they're still clones. You know what? I'm going to do one more. Okay. Now what you have to do is you have to go and ungroup all, because we've got a bunch of groups. So now we have individual parts. But if I zoom in here and I take this part, well, I group that together, so I'm going to ungroup it. I got that part. I'm going to get the interactive fill tool and watch what's happening over here. It changed all to a darker, you could actually make it like black, you know, and you could change it. You could have white up here. So I'm going to leave that one alone. I'm going to leave this one alone because it's already dark. This one, I'm going to make it really dark, or make it really dark this way. See what I'm doing? Now, then we're going to take this one. Let's change. Here we go. Go to interactive fill tool, and let's change this color to a green. Look at that. It changed the top to a green. Take this one, get the interactive fill tool, and let's change it to a red. I'm not saying these are the colors I would pick, but I'm going to leave it alone, and then you could still take that one and leave the same color, but use the interactive fill tool to get a little bit darker. So this is what I call real time, because you're going to see what it looks like multiple times. And here we'll try one more little trick. Let's take some white and put it in the middle, and look at that. Then you could kind of even those out. And now well, I don't have any blue anymore. There we go. But you get to see what it looks like multiplied over. I love playing with the clone tool. I don't ever get to play with it because I'm basically a laser engraver, and that looks pretty cool. Anyway, clone. Hope that helped. Now, one more word before I forget. You need to take all if you're going to print this, you need to go to object and break the 186 objects apart. Then you can get rid of your clone. If you don't get rid of your clone, it'll get rid of all, if you delete your clone, it'll delete all these. Anyway, I hope that helps somebody someday, and thank you for watching.